I think that there's going to be a real synergy between Sam Darnold and Rashid Shaheed. Hey, it's Dave Wyman. The Seahawks coming off a big win. They're now 6-2. Took care of the Washington Commanders on Sunday night. And Sam Darnold is become the kind of player that I think everybody envisioned him being when he was drafted. And the guy that's getting a lot out of him is Clint Kubiak, the offensive coordinator. He's done a great job, and there were so many tight window passes that Sam threw. So when they got to the trade deadline and it was time to go get a player, they ended up going with a receiver. And I think a lot of people thought, well, what about offensive line? Well, Sam's only been sacked 9 times. That's the fewest in the NFL, tied with the Broncos, I believe. So, they haven't had a big problem there. And it also is just an endorsement of Sam Darnold. He's making all these tight window throws, and why not go get him a new weapon? And you look at this throw to Arroyo here, who's a rookie, and he ends up bringing this pass in. It was a really good catch by him. But if you look at, I mentioned earlier, the tight windows that Sam is throwing into, and what that is, that's confidence. That means he's just letting it rip and not worrying about, the results so much, and just having confidence. And he makes this throw with that in mind, and it's a perfect pass. And there were so many throws, and there's been a lot this year, not only in this game, but also earlier in the season, where there's only one place that you can put that. And think about this. Sam Darnold's dropping back 5 to 7 yards, and then he's throwing to the outside of the field. So that's not just a 20-yard throw. That's like a 30-something type of throw as far as yardage goes. So he is making these long throws with perfect accuracy. So at the trade deadline, it made sense to me. They gave up a 4th and a 5th, and went and got him another weapon. Here's the other thing about it. I think that, you look at Clint Kubiak and a lot of the things that go on that we don't see. What do we see? We see stats, we see the games. What about practice? What about a guy around the facility? How does he behave? What kind of a leader is he? And Clint Kubiak knows about Rashid Shaheed and knows him from last year when he coached him. And so I got to imagine he was in there pounding the table with John Schneider. Let's get Sam Darnold a new weapon, because Sam Darnold is working out famously. So, some of the relationships that you don't really know about, that comes into play big time. And I'm sure that Clint Kubiak went on and on about Rashid Shaheed's work ethic and how he is with the rest of the team, and all of those little things really matter. And also, he's a dog. He's going to go get the ball. He's got great speed. So, you look at his numbers, 44 catches, 499 yards, and doesn't blow your skirt up necessarily, but it's just the other little details that we don't know about, like I said. So I loved the acquisition. Yes, they gave up a 4th and a 5th. And if you go back and look at the Seahawks draft over the last few years, yeah, there's some good 4th and 5th rounders in there. But what the Seahawks are trying to do is address the situation right now. They feel like they're a playoff team. They're as good as anybody in the league. ESPN came out with their rankings and had them number 1. And so they're like, hey, let's go for it this year. Especially, it shows a lot of confidence in Sam Darnold and the confidence that he has to just let it rip down the field. And it's really working out for him. So love this trade, but a lot of it you have to take into consideration the relationships. What's happening at practice, like I said, what's happening around the facility, what kind of guy is he, what's he going to bring to this team? And I think that there's going to be a real synergy between Sam Darnold and Rashid Shaheed.